teens bullied so badly they think suicide.
He says he was taken off life support system sometime this afternoon.
Student who killed herself.
This is becoming a disgusting trend. Both girls left suicide notes. Paige told her parents not to be sad for them. Haley said she wanted her funeral to be pink.
They just kept pushing their pencil. So I actually stood up and
To think about bullying and sort of the antithesis of care, the antithesis of civility and respect and embracing differences. And I'd like you to think about perhaps a time in your life, any time, okay? Elementary, middle, high school, maybe it happened at school, maybe it didn't happen at school. If there was something that you got made fun of, or I mean, if you're really crazy, maybe there was somebody you picked on.
Racist comments and all that all the time, and it used to be something that I was used to, you know, it was normal that I would get racist comments. Eventually I started doing what was called stereotypically Asian stuff. I do martial arts, piano, and all that. I remember one time I got promoted into my first degree black belt. They all took my equipment and ripped holes in it.
Middle school, and we had this one game, and the other team against a suburban Pop Warner team, and so our team was winning, and we were doing better, and we were cheering louder, and the other cheerleaders from the other team were mad, and they were calling us, because we're a primarily black team, so they called us those dirty little N-words, and our team got so mad we were ready to storm out, and our coach was like, no, we have to show dignity, we stay here, we finish it out, we're winning anyway.
And it started with a teacher's comment, and it was just a joke, but sometimes jokes you take it the different way. So a teacher made me the fat man in a play. And then he had this glove from a football player and pretended that he couldn't move my desk with it. So then kids started calling me a whale, and they'd say that when I step that I'd make stomping sounds. So they were all jokes and no one meant any harm by it. But that summer I went home and I would eat one meal a day, and that meal would be carrots and hummus and water, and I wouldn't eat anything else. And so the important thing to remember is jokes aren't always jokes, and you should really be careful what you say around someone.
I'm from a different country, and I've been adopted, so I get so where do you think your parents are? I'm just I don't know. And then my height especially, I'm a lot shorter than all my friends. It's kind of carried around. I know people are joking at times, but it still hurts in a way. But I've kind of gotten used to it.
Brotherhood Sisterhood Week means a whole lot, just being a family and really getting to see the faces of the kids when you just go in there and talk to them, and you just really get to see how much it really means to them, and with their smile on their face, it just warms your heart because you know that you're doing something good.
Brotherhood Sisterhood Week to me means going back to the days of elementary school where everyone got along. It was always fun, having fun times. It wasn't about picking on kids.
other people. Can I ask you guys, why would we want to embrace or include everybody here? Like, what if I opened a school and said, only people with blonde hair and blue eyes can come to my school?
No, I don't have blue eyes.
Oh, how sad.
Mr. Davis, as soon as you enter his class, he's extremely exuberant, and you just come into his class and he just seems really happy.
I know, like, I've said things I'm not proud of, like, and when you aren't thinking, just like off the cuff, when you're talking to your friends, and I don't think a lot of people realize like they're being bullies, like if you just say something like small, but I don't think you ever know fully like what someone's going through.
Yeah, so one of the things that really stands out to me, like, I don't know if you guys noticed the shoes I'm wearing, but they're like pretty old, like pretty dirty, pretty worn. Nobody's really cared about them. Then I came here, I came to FHS, and the one thing I know Jay over here, like he's always like, oh wow, nice kicks, like I could be wearing an old pair of flip-flops and he'd say, nice shoes. So I think really people don't realize like just the smallest, the little things could brighten a person's day.
In the hall, and this girl that was in front of me had her backpack like open. And I'm like, your backpack's open. She's like, oh thanks. So she like took it off and zipped it up. And later, one of my friends came up to me and she was like, oh, well, I got a compliment about you today. I'm like, oh, really? What? And the girl had been talking about me and said, you know, how I was really nice and, you know, just let her know. And it just shows, like, how if you do something good.
I think, like, Mr. O is the perfect example of someone who lives by care because he makes such an effort to, like, get to know every student personally, and he makes an effort to, like, always emphasize that not everyone is into like the typical sports or this or that. Like there's always theater and music, and we all should be interested in each other's activities because at the end of the day, like we're a family, and he really like stresses that, and it makes me feel just more comfortable being at Fairport.
The downstage team, which I joined in sophomore year, it's just a group of people that is kind of like a small scale Fairport family. They really like helped me grow into the kind of person that I am today, like more outgoing and helped me come out of my shell. And you can really see that like in the whole Fairport family, but it's kind of exemplified in the whole.
Sisterhood Week is about making those kids feel comfortable, letting them step out of their comfort zone and talk to whoever they want.
What happens like the week after, like the whole school year or whatever?
Then it continues going because Brotherhood Sisterhood Week creates that emotion, that like a passion to like go out there and meet new people and take interest.
Break people out of their shells.
Break people out of their shells. Well said, Chegal.